90% of millionaires are made through real estate. It's either by owning real estate and holding it or by flipping real estate. Today I want to share a calculator just to see what is going to be the money that I'm going to make if, for example, I hold the property for 30 years. Because if you were, for example, starting out in investing in real estate and you're thinking about buying your first condo, let's say, for example, or townhouse, or maybe a single family house, if you start running the numbers and you see, oh, it's going to make $100 per month, it's not much, or maybe $200 a month, and you're really not seeing where's that money actually going to be. I don't see the value of putting in tens of thousands of dollars and getting only like a couple $100. If so, and plus I have to deal with all the problems and everything that comes with owning the real estate. And I've heard these horror stories of people getting calls at 2 a.m. and with that the light bulb is not working. Actually, 2 days ago I got a call at 10:15 p.m. and I didn't pick it up because I have a not disturb button on my phone. Next day I called back and the tenant wanted to share that there's a package by the front door. We're gonna just look at the one simple example that's just gonna show you how much money you can actually own just by holding on to real estate. The most common saying in real estate is, I should have bought it. The second most common phrase in real estate is, I should not have sold it. I know that a lot of money is made in real estate by speculating and by trading real estate. A lot of times you'll see that people would say, I shouldn't have sold it, I should have just kept it. And maybe if you're trying to grow fast, it's going to require you to buy properties that need work and then refinancing them, pulling money out, or maybe selling the property, pulling money out and buying the next building, going fast. But in the beginning stages, you probably want to start small. You probably want to buy something, hold on to it, and maybe if it's in a nice location, nice piece of property, you're gonna probably hold on to it probably for a long time. I use this website called calculator.net, and I like this calculator because it's got all sorts of different calculators. You can look at the amortizations, you can look at the loan payoffs, anything. Here on the right there's some couple of examples, and there's many more. Just go to calculator.net and run anything you want. Even if you put like IRA accounts, how much money you're gonna make on if you put in $100 every month and make 8% on that. So if we, for example, look at the townhome, let's say for $200,000, we use a loan, we put 20% down. Oh, actually, let's do 25%, my mistake. Let's do 25% down because that's what banks require for a down payment. We're gonna go back and kind of change the numbers and look at how they changed the numbers for us. We'll look at today's interest rate. It used to be at 3, right now it's 7. Let's assume that the rates are never gonna be lower than 7% in the 30-year period of time. You're never going to be refinancing them, which is highly unlikely. We have $6,000 that we're gonna pay in closing costs. Let's assume we know there's no repairs needed. We're gonna buy in a good shape. We're gonna have property taxes at about $4,000, but they're gonna go up every year 3%. Let's assume total insurance $600. It's a townhome, 3% increase. HOA is going to be $200 per month, 3% increase. Maintenance another $1,000, 3% increase, and something else another $500, 1% increase. Just something. And then income. Remember, we want to be in the 1% rule. So let's say we found something for $200,000 and we can rent it for $2,000. Rent increase 3%. No other any income. Vacancy rate, we're going to calculate 5%, and then we're going to sell it in 30 years. So the price is going to go up 3%, 30 years holding, and then there's real estate commissions and transfer stamps and title costs and everything like that. It's going to cost us another 8%. That's what roughly it's going to be. If you're a real estate agent, it's going to be cheaper for you because you're going to be representing yourself, so you don't have to pay real estate commission for one side. But if you're not, then that's going to be your cost, 8%. Calculate, and boom. This number, right away, you see this number. That's the first number you're going to be seeing. It's $822,000 is what you're going to be making as a total profit when it's all. You put in 25% of 200,000, it's a 50,000, and you pull out 872,000 because the total profit will be 822. Basically, you're like 25 extra money, if my math is right. The total percentage is 1,400% cash on cash return. Capitalization rate is here. This is total rate of return every single year is 15%. If a stock market's total rate of return roughly 7, 8, 6, whatever it is, I don't know. And this is 15. Yes, you have to manage it. Yes, you have to put new tenants, release properties, and maybe clean up and maybe paint and do some repairs. But we kind of calculated some extra increases into these numbers. And if you look at the chart right here on the right, you see that the monthly cash flow is going to be roughly $377. And here on the bottom it says net operating income is $1,375, but we have mortgage $997, and that's why the cash flow is $377. Plus, in this $997, there's extra income too, because not everything goes to the bank. Some of it goes to pay down your principal. So it's $377 plus something of that, but this number at the end has all the numbers figured in. So just look at this number. Just owning one simple townhouse or condo, whatever that's going to be at $200,000, HOA payments, and with a high interest rate of 7%, with taxes go up every year for 3%, starting at $4,000, which is like 2% of the purchase price. With HOAs, with insurance costs going up, with everything like that, you still almost become a millionaire just by owning one little piece of property. Right now you can buy anything, even something cheaper, but let's try and see what if we put in 10% down. How would the numbers look? You make just a little bit less, but you put $25,000 less money into this deal. Today's money are expensive money, right? So in 30 years I make $40,000 less, but I get to keep $25,000. This is much better deal for me. So putting less money makes more sense down, but the banks want 25%. Unless you're going into commercial deals and you're raising money and then you're putting less of your own. We're talking to somebody who just wants to know how much money I'm gonna make if I just buy one property. And if you buy 10 properties, it's, just hold on to the property. Just hold on to the property. If you're gonna be trading up and reselling and flipping and moving the property, you're gonna make this money faster, but this requires more time. This requires more resources, more knowledge, more investment from your side. You're gonna be more involved in these deals, and there's a lot of stuff, the moving parts, but you're gonna make more money doing these deals and faster, but just holding on to the property. And there's a whole breakdown over time, how much annual, how much mortgage, expenses, cash flow, cash on cash return, how much equity you're accumulating every single year. This is how much equity you're actually getting. So in like 10 years, you made 100 grand in equity, plus the cash flow, plus depreciations every year you're making. And depreciation means that you get to write off against your active income the fact that the building or condo or townhome is depreciating because of the materials are, getting older, and real estate is getting older. You get 27 and a half years to depreciate it down to zero. Or you can even cost segregate and speed it up. If you don't know what I mean, look up cost seg. I'm gonna put it down somewhere here. That the cost segregation is something you can speed up the depreciation and just write off everything in year one, just to help yourself with taxes. That's why a lot of people use real estate as a tool to pay less taxes legally through the tax code. Holding real estate, since you bought it, the first year or two you're getting to learn the real estate, you're getting to learn the tenant game, you're getting to learn your tenants, your real estate, and sometimes you land on the tenant that sits in the real estate for 10 years and doesn't ask for any repairs and just pays the bills on time, and you don't even know you own it, but you're getting rich every single day. Every single monthly payment you're making to the bank and you're receiving as a rent check is building up your net worth. And as many properties, like if you just keep buying one a year, in 20 years you have 20 properties, and if you pay them off in total of 30 years, the first property becomes 800,000. Next year, the next property becomes 800,000. You're just quadrupling and doubling your net worth every single year after owning it for 20, 30 years. Slowly, you start seeing some money after year 4 or 5, And even here in like equity buildup, like it's slow, it grows fast late because your loan is becoming smaller, but your payments are still the same. Hope this is something that you enjoyed watching. See you next one.